Going on, family? Santee Sports here. And as you see it, 106, 102, Chicago, the eighth seed in the Eastern Conference, wins game one against the first seed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you look at Cleveland and them possibly throwing them last games, it might have been something significant in them not being the number one seed. I mean, look at everything that you have right here. This rivalry is a big deal. The Boston Celtics can 1,000%. They can lose this, okay? It's no different than what you're looking at with Milwaukee and the Raptors. There's no games to be played here, all right? Rondo had a hell of a game. 12 points, 6 rebounds. Got 5 assists here, but that shit might be something. Dwayne Wade took care of business at the end with some careful shots that were put together, but the two guys that I see from Chicago that really stood out, man, that I didn't expect that level of production from was Robin Lopez with 14 points and 10 rebounds, and Bobby Portis coming out here with 19 points and 9 rebounds. Bobby Portis coming off the bench was a big damn deal for the Chicago Bulls. That really helped pull the weight and the extra points that wasn't there, man. Not only that, the brother Grant that they ended up getting in the trade from New York, and the guy Zaspers, 6 points apiece from both of those guys. Mikarich, whatever his name is, Nico Mikarich, he had an awful game. But the rest of the guys around were able to pick it up. Butler didn't look so good in the first half. I think he had about 7 points. But he came in the second half and dropped 23. Finishing this game with 30 points. Phenomenal game by him. Now, as far as with Boston, they know the Bulls well at this point. They know them well. This is a rivalry team. And they also know that they have to jump on these guys early. Okay? Al Horford had a pretty decent game with 19 points. 33 from Isaiah Thompson. Isaiah Thomas. 14 points from Avery Bradley. I mean, they're not bad numbers. Jordan Crowder, 9 points. He needs to do a lot more. 5 points from Amir Johnson. He needs to do a whole lot more. 9 from Marcus Smart, which helped. And 7 from Kelly Olynyk. These numbers are not going to cut it. They're not going to cut it. Avery Bradley is a guy that you need in this series, getting you anywhere from 18 to 22 points a game. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. Okay, you can talk about the defense, the stylus, the way somebody shoots or passes the ball. But at the end of the day, whoever has the most points at the end of the game is going to win. And that's what Chicago understands at this point. Not only that, they understand their opponent. I've been saying this and I'm going to keep saying this. When you have a person around you that you're familiar with, rather you love that person or you hate them, and you kick in, you start to understand their traditions, the things that they're great and the things that they're excellent and they're horrible at. It's easy to exploit these guys and to put them somewhere on a boat where they're uncomfortable, And the Bulls are good at doing that, smothering the defense, making sure that these guys at Boston only are getting one shot, dominating on offensive rebounds, and asserting themselves early. All of this shit is going to play a part when it comes down to who's going to be the victor in this first round between these two teams. This right here is going to be a serious 7-game series. And as I said before, I got Boston pulling it out 5 or 6 games. But after looking at this game, I'm not sure. Now, I'm not at liberty to change my pick. I already put it out there on Front Street for you. But what I will say is Chicago is not going to lay down without a fight. And when you see stuff like the 8th seed beating the 1st seed in game 1, you better keep your damn eyebrows up. Because it's going to be a big shitstorm to come, man, for a lot of other teams that think that they're comfortable. The best thing about the playoffs here this year is damn near every goddamn body is healthy. So we ain't worried too much about durability. Everybody's coming in healthy with a 100% chance of winning and becoming a victor. Now, I know you guys are going to say, oh, NBA is rigged. Cleveland and Golden State going to make it at the end. That's the narrative. This is how the picture is painted before the season starts. But one thing they don't tell you in past history is teams have beat the fix. And so far, Chicago is supposed to be put out no matter what. Even if the refs get involved, supposed to get put out. But if they can execute like what they did in a game like this, Boston doesn't have too much of a prayer. They have to jump on Chicago early. That is their keys to victory. And they have to continue to trust the system that they work with. Boston didn't get in the first seed because they were pity-patting around and they were a bullshit team. They have been a force to be reckoned with. They have to stay in that confident mode. And if they can be that way, if Bradley Beal can come out here and at least get 18 to 20 points a game, that's phenomenal. If you can at least give me 15 from Jay Crowder, that's phenomenal. You can get the job done. Give me 8 points from Gerald Green. 9 from Marcus Smart, that's decent. Jaylen Brown, give me 8 from him. He got 5 tonight. Tyler Zeller. All these guys have to be productive. This is past you running your mouth. This is past all that shit talk and all that other stuff. It's about how you're going to produce today and what does your bench look like and what are the guys going to do that's coming off of your bench. If the answer is nothing, then you have your answer if you're going to win if you're going to come out the victor at the end of this game. Got me? Cool. This is Santee Sports here. I'll holler at you. Y'all be safe now. In a minute.